Welcome back to the SBC Sports Show. Today we are talking about the insanely early 2022 NBA awards. First off, we're going to start it with six man. Zubin, who do you think the 2022 six man is going to be?
Six man, always a fun conversation. I think you know what? I think Jordan Clarkson repeats. He's very talented, and I think that's his role, and it's the role he's perfect in. As six man, getting buckets off the bench, and he proved to be a pretty valuable piece for the Jazz.
I think Evan Fournier of the Boston Celtics will walk away with the Sixth Man of the Year award this year. The Celtics are a weird team because they have two amazing scorers, but off the bench there isn't really anybody that can score the ball like Fournier can. He's a great shooter. He can drive to the basket. He can play a good amount of defense, and I think those are three good things that can get him the award this year.
I think Kyle Kuzma turns into a superstar next season. Comes off the bench, averaging 16, 17 points, playing good defense. Ups his game from last year. Moving on, Zubin, who do you think the executive of the year is going to be?
You know what? I don't pay that much attention to executives of the year, so I couldn't. If I'm being honest, I couldn't tell you.
I'd just like to go back to your Kyle Kuzma take. You said Kyle Kuzma could become a superstar this year, and you also added in that he would be averaging 17 points. What superstars do you know that average?
I'm a star.
Oh, star. Okay,
Star.
well that makes sense. Executive of the year could be Daryl Morey. I could see him winning that this year.
Yeah. Daryl Morey. I think I'll go with that. Sounds good. Next, Coach of the Year. Zubin.
No, Tom Thibodeau, great coach. Love what he's doing, and I think he'll be able to lead the team far this year. Had a solid year, but it could be better. What was it? Lost to the Hawks, but I'm excited to see what the Knicks will be able to do.
Sounds crazy, but I think Tyronn Lue could be Coach of the Year next year. I think he's a great coach, and I can't remember a team that he has coached that has been like painfully bad. I think Tyronn Lue has gotten his teams very far in the playoffs and never cracks under pressure. I could see the Clippers having a great regular season and postseason, and Tyronn Lue winning the Coach of the Year award.
I think Nate McMillan will win Coach of the Year. His Hawks went to the Eastern Conference Finals, and I think if they can keep up that sort of play all year, Nate McMillan wins it. Next award, Defensive Player of the Year.
Defensive Player of the Year. It's tough. I think Giannis might take it second. It's tough though. I've never seen anyone as good as Giannis, and especially what we've seen from as of late, and especially from what we've seen this postseason. It's unreal the way he's been playing. Last night, 5 blocks, and he's just a presence and force that's unparalleled.
I could see Rudy Gobert repeating his Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, he changes the game with his defense. You know, you don't see him doing anything on offense besides catching lobs and doing putbacks. So the reason the Jazz are so good is because they have great scoring, but also great defenders like Gobert and just great role players. But I've never seen a player just change the game with his defense and win so many games with his defense.
Personally, Jonathan Isaac is coming back from injury next year. He's a great defender. I think he gets better. He had a whole year off. I think he gets better. He's already a great defender. I think Jonathan Isaac is a 2022 depot. Next, Rookie of the Year. Zubin.
Rookie of the Year. Got pretty staying class. I really like Jalen Green. He'll have room to thrive as he'll be a pretty high draft pick, and so he might not be on the greatest of teams. So he'll get the chance to lead or play or have a really big role on the team, and I'm excited to see what he'll do. And I think he'll be doing some big things, and he's a name we'll be hearing quite a bit.
I like Jalen Green as well. I think he has great size for his position. I could see him getting drafted to probably the Houston Rockets with the second pick in the draft, and if not, third pick, which he'll still thrive on a team that doesn't have many scores. I can see Jalen Green winning Rookie of the Year and maybe even more awards just because his size and how amazing he was for the G League Ignite.
I think Cade Cunningham wins Rhodey. He reminds me a lot of Jason Tatum. ability to create own shots. I think that ability is really important. I think Cade Cunningham wins Rookie of the Year. Next, most improved.
Most improved player. It's tough. I think you know what, I might give it to Kelly Oubre. He had a more than disappointing season last season, in my opinion, but I feel like he could have a breakout season. We could see something that he does, and I feel like he could do something crazy, break out big time.
I could see DeJounte Murray for the Spurs this year. I think he'll get traded to a new team that he'll thrive on. His numbers were good in San Antonio, but if he can find a spot on a good team, he will thrive and have way better numbers and way better impact this year.
As I said earlier, Kyle Kuzma. I think he step up. Also wins Sixth Man and Most Improved. Lastly, MVP.
Gotta go with Kevin Durant. I think he'll be doing big things. So skilled, and he'll have a very nice year next year.
I'll say Luka Doncic. I think he'll be amazing next year, and no matter what help he gets, I think his numbers will not take a fall at all. I think he'll continue to put up great numbers and lead his team to the playoffs.
I also think Luka Doncic will be the 2022 MVP. Great player already. Can only get better. Luka Doncic is your MVP. Lastly, close it with who's the 2022 NBA champion? Zubin, really quick.
The Nets. It's gotta be.
Lakers.
Lakers. Thank you.